When one becomes a paragon of society, it's easy to forget how or why you were ever heralded as such to begin with. There's responsibility as well as trust involved. But when that's traded in for revenge at any cost, it's hard to see why this person was ever granted such a title. You see, anyone can claim to be defending everyone and fighting for what's right, but when they pull their mask off and fight over being slighted, they've lost my respect. No one has the right to cancel someone over a joke, even if that person was a victim of a dox or canceled by a company that won't uphold its own rule set. That's what this topic of today's video is going to be about. A paragon who goes mask off and harms the very cause he tried to uphold. Lads and chads, grab your popcorn, grab your soda. I'm Captain Poofers, and today I'm going to talk about Actman.
And he felt entitled to a result because of his stature as a YouTuber, because of who he was, because of probably all the success that's come before this. He doesn't strike me as a guy that hears no very often. Well, of course, QTV did not get kicked off. His solution to this was to make a video, as we know now, and he put the names of the video of some of the people that are involved in terms of service, some higher ups in YouTube, and then all of a sudden he was told, I guess, he was being demonetized. YouTube put a tweet out, said that they're basically protecting their employees and stuff like that. On the surface, it looked really, really awful. I said that, look, like, this guy's getting screwed. This Quantum TV guy's awful, but you really put yourself in that position.
You will sell that wedding ring on your finger. You will sell your house and any valuable possessions you have for wasting my fucking time. I'm the act attorney, of course. I win every case. The laws do not change based on what Quantum TV thinks about them. Quantum, we have evidence of hate speech. We have evidence of you telling people to kill themselves on multiple accounts. We have proof of all of this through your accounts that we can also prove were not hacked. We have evidence of you threatening multiple content creators with false copyright takedowns going against fair use. We have all the proof we need to get your YouTube account terminated, and it's all thanks to you. Give it up, guys. Give it up for this laughingstock clown man out here providing quality entertainment.
Now, even though this tweet was deleted by Actman later, it even went back and clarified in the replies that the video was fake. It's still terrible that he even tweeted this out in the first place. And just to confirm that the Actman was planning on striking Tommy's video, okay, for any of you doubting this, here's a screenshot that Nicholas Fiorio posted on Twitter, another commentator, of Actman telling Nick that he was planning on striking down the video. Nick also confirmed this with a Twitter user in the replies below, saying that it's real and what Actman did was not cool. Now, in my opinion, because the Actman freaked out at Tommy for posting that meme and even threatened to strike down the video, which it's still insanity to think about, he directly proved Tommy's point that the Actman is driven by his own ego when it comes to internet drama. Look at it this way, the Actman, a channel with over 1.5 million subscribers, literally threatened to strike down a 30-second meme video from Tommy C, a channel with only 47,000 subscribers. I think the Actman believes he's entirely in the right with this YouTube and Quantum TV situation, but when he gets criticism for his own actions, he lets his own emotions and his ego get in the way of being rational. Now, after his entire Twitter beef went down, I don't really think I can support the Actman when it comes to getting his own channel back. But the dude is going to be this hot-headed when it comes to people that disagree with him, that he has to threaten to strike Tommy C for posting a meme video. There's no way in hell I'm going to be on Actman's side. Like, I'm not defending Quantum TV. He's a terrible person in his own right. I think this entire situation with Actman's channel being demonetized is just unsalvageable at this point because of these interactions I had with Tommy here.
What's up, gamers? It's Johnny Silverhand here, and are you ready for why is Cyberpunk 2077 so awesome?
What are you doing?
What?
It's not gonna be one of those videos.
What do you mean?
Johnny, this reeks like dinosaur diarrhea.
Oh, I get it. You're just another corpo rat, man. Just talk your smack, get your YouTube eddies, and get out. Well, you know what? Your audience can see past that. They know why Cyberpunk 2077 is so awesome.
Dude, You were created by the corpo rats, man. I'm not one of them.
Ah, screw you, man.
The game is broken, dude.
No.
The combat sucks ass. I can't even... Are you crying?
They cheered me on stage and told me I was breathtaking.
I'll be honest, I didn't look into this as much as I should, and honestly, when things were getting spicy, I wanted to avoid this topic as much as possible. However, when Actman decided it was okay to try and cancel Tommy C, did I think he went too far? So, who is Actman, and why is all of YouTube precariously hanging in the balance of whether or not he wins his little war? Actman is a 1.53 million, that's right, I said million, sub-YouTuber who covers video game reviews and commentary. The earliest video is from June 15th, 2018. It could be older, but this is the earliest video I see on his channel to date. He's quite entertaining. He's got a great personality, and I can see why he accumulated the following he has to date. His videos range from the 500k range in views to over 1 million. It's hard to pinpoint where things have picked up for his channel though, but again, that's just a tribute to how well his content is. He does skits for his videos, all well edited, well researched, and overall, I can't really find much to criticize here. If I was back into video games like when I was younger, I definitely would give him a follow. Personally, I enjoyed the Cyberpunk video. It's one of the few games I still play, and it was a really fun, lighthearted video. What I really like most about his videos, though, is, well, his funny takes. So why in God's grassy ass are we talking about him now? He decided to take on a YouTuber by the name of Quantum and call out his shady shit. Quantum, or Quantum TV, is accused of everything horrible under the sun and then some. From doxing to abusing the DMCA, ban evasion, and being homophobic. This really escalated when Quantum called Actman's mom. Something that people are arguing constitutes doxing. Though it's not publishing private information, I would argue that it is in fact a dox. It's private information Quantum did not have permission to obtain. Though regardless of whether or not this was in fact a dox, this can be seen as threatening behavior. Even if Quantum was polite, and even if all he wanted to do was try and reach out to Actman, there were other avenues he could have gone through before trying to call Actman's mommy. The end result was that YouTube did investigate the matter, only to tell Actman they found no violations in their policies. This led to a video to showcase the hypocrisy and lack of enforcement of YouTube's policies, and it didn't end well for Actman, because they demonetized his channel and took away his partnership, with the reasoning being that it was because of a threat to staff members. Actman clarified that what he tweeted should be considered a joke, and that context was not considered. Regardless, YouTube upheld its ruling, and as of writing this, nothing really has changed. So Actman was pushing this narrative during Pride Month, that YouTube was supporting Quantum, who is homophobic. And, I mean, I'm not going to talk about this much. This is a really stupid fucking point. I quite honestly think that it's a sign that you want to cancel someone, and maybe Quantum deserves it. I know I wouldn't want someone who I didn't give my phone number to end up calling a family member. I think Quantum didn't just cross a line, he fucking pole vaulted over it. However, when your narrative is that YouTube is against Pride because you have a beef with Quantum, there's no mistaking it. You're the next Ethan Klein. Congratulations! You must be so proud of yourself. So, stupid man pulls off stupid from his hat. What's the big idea? The idea is that this is what we call a danger sign. And I wish I had seen what everyone else did. Like I said, I didn't look too much into the story. I figured the video, The Dark Days of YouTube, is nothing more than saber rattling. Everyone knows on this platform, well, okay, maybe not Actman, but everyone else on this platform knows that YouTube really doesn't give a fuck. You know, I've kind of accepted that. Hell, I'm just thankful for the times that they do step in. So, Good guy YouTube. I've been told that the goal for all this is to get the press involved, and maybe it is. I haven't seen much from Actman to say one way or another. Honestly, I don't know if this guy actually has a plan, but let's argue for a moment that it is, in fact, to get the media involved. At that point, we go from danger sign to DEFCON 1. Yay! The last time the press were involved, we got an adpocalypse, and YouTube used a sledgehammer instead of a fucking scalpel. Again, good guy YouTube. So liking those new rules. They're so good. So good. I'm not sure if I call that such a good idea. Call me fucking crazy, because that brought a heavy-handed approach and a wave of new rules that can, will, and have fucked everyone on YouTube. Not just those in the commentary sphere. For the record, I'm not arguing for or against the situation with Quantum. Honestly, I think Quantum is a piece of shit. I'm firmly decided on that. But this goes beyond that argument. However, if Actman keeps up his temper tantrum and actually gets his way, the press will only be involved from the aspect of fucking YouTube. Because that's their competitor. And that's it. They don't care about YouTube. They care that YouTube is cutting into their profit margin. And they'll act. Fuck. They'll act accordingly. Fucking pun. I'd also like to point out a little hypocrisy. I know it's not really much, but I want my audience to understand, you stay on this platform long enough, you're going to end up saying something that trips up your ass. So Actman goes on his little tirade accusing Quantum of being racist and homophobic. I think that's the weakest part of his video, The Dark Age of YouTube. However, when you look back at some of his previous content, Actman has accused others of pulling that race card. I mean, I get it. You've got some content to work with here.
Now, one of the talking points they've been trying to cancel me with for the longest time is saying that I'm some homophobic, you guys, the whole spiel that they push out. Let me just kind of put this out there. It'd be very hard to be a vegan like I am and be homophobic. A vegan literally can't be homophobic.
Oh my god. Oh. God. Just stop. 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 Oh my god, you're done. Fuck. What I'm trying to say is, the dude's an asshole. Nail him on the actual shit that he's fucking done to other people. This homophobic route, okay, you could probably nail him for it. But you really don't need to. The dude's an asshole. Everyone knows he's an asshole. You don't need to pull this homophobic card, you don't need to pull race cards, you don't need to do any of that. Just fucking call him out for being a douchebag and move the fuck on.
No one knows what it's like to be the fat man.
Tommy C is known for, well, not giving a fuck about what people think about him. He won't sell his values for anyone. And his takes can be a bit spicy, though overall I pretty much agree with most of what he says. He's been showcased in a couple of videos on my channel, most notably the John Swan documentary. He's involved because he questioned whether or not videos that Quantum took down actually stayed down. Though he also touched on other things he had a problem with in Actman's video, as well as Actman's overall attitude. He showed Twitter posts as evidence to that effect. What pushed Actman to kill me, just kill me, was a video that Tommy made featuring J-Station, a now banned YouTuber.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another 3 a.m. challenge. Today, we are calling Ant-Man's mom at 3 a.m. Oh my god, what is she gonna do, guys? Let's smash the like button right now, guys. Let's get it. All right, guys, we got Mommy Ant-Man's phone number right here. I am so scared to do this. Okay, we're gonna call her. It's calling right now. Okay, I don't know if she's gonna pick up.
Hello?
Hello, is this Ant-Man's mom?
Who's calling?
What up, bitch?
Tommy wrote the script, edited, published, as well as hired Jay for the role for this joke. Now, I know what you're thinking. Actman calmly and rationally analyzed the situation, and mildly disagreed with Tommy. I can understand why you'd think that. And you're wrong. He decided to pull the cancel card because that's what people do who are being canceled by YouTube for making a joke. They cancel someone else for making a joke. Makes perfect sense. If you had a fucking lobotomy. I wish I was kidding. But let's dive into this cancer for a bit. Yeah, that's not good optics. That's really not good optics. This is where you lost me entirely. Not to mention the fact that you not only talked to Nick about Tommy behind his back, but, well, a number of other people also you talked to about this whole fucking thing, who are also linked to Tommy, who also told Tommy. Got a fucking Einstein here, guys. Here's the thing you need to know. Nick will not keep your conversations private if you're bullshitting or trying to cancel someone over said bullshit. Actman doesn't know how this community works. Most people don't. You have to understand, there's a bit of rules that most people here operate on. They're not really like set in stone rules, they're more like a personal code for each person. Like, for example, don't make more than 3 videos. Don't stab someone in the back. Don't try to bullshit, etc., etc., etc. I'd also like to add to anyone upset about Nick leaking this, Actman posted this himself. Then he deleted the statement. And no apology was given. So, that's fun. I keep hearing people say, especially within my little group, that commentary eats its own. You're going to be next on the menu, poofers. And to that I say, there's a difference between eating your own and policing your own. In Actman's case, he's an outsider. He came from the video game commentary. I don't think he's fully equipped to go against a community who's fought more wars inside and outside of said community. Although, he is going back to playing video games, and I think Tommy made his point. Honestly, at this point, I don't really think there's much of a reason for a video on this drama. After all, it's pretty much over. But I didn't like the cancel narrative he pushed. I don't care how unpopular this opinion will be, you just don't try to cancel someone over a joke. There's no justification for it, which is why I'm giving my 2 cents. With that, I'm going to leave one of my spicy takes right here in response to claims to myself or anyone in this community that we're somehow defending quantum. This was in response to Actman, who said, "Why die on this hill defending quantum? Why is it so hard to say calling someone's family over internet beef is not a good thing to do?" To that, I responded in kind. No one is defending quantum. He's a fucking moron. But you declared war on YouTube because they don't enforce their policies. Congrats! You know what everyone else knows now. Downvote this if you want, but it won't get your monetization back. If this is how he's going to react every time something happens he disagrees with, he's going to be in the unenviable position of taking a hit time and time again. Should Actman have lost his monetization and partnership over this situation? No. Tommy thinks this guy did more than tell a spicy joke on Twitter. He speculates that, quite possibly, Actman did more to aggravate the situation. Granted, that's his opinion, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was right, as this does seem to be a bit of an overreaction on YouTube's part. In any event, this seems to be the end, at least for now. So I guess I have to give my conclusion to this story. Honestly, I think I've said it. I can't support someone who is trying to do anything to win, because I think, if you do that, you just lost your cause. Take it from someone who recently got burned on a story. Let it the fuck go. Sometimes you have to take a step back and try not to take things too personally. I think you can disagree with someone without pushing things to the extreme. That's what Actman should have done, but instead, he let his emotions and anger get the best of him. I'm not condoning what he had done, but allowing for some understanding. I'm Captain Poofers. Good night, everyone.
Window down the hall, and it becomes the morning dew. And And darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I wanna be the one with you. Just the